Theresa May was the Home Secretary who was dealing with Windrush. And you notice how quick they swept it under the carpet. And it's like our people, we have been rocked to sleep. But God said no. No, no, no. There's no resting place. I am going to send the wind to stir it up. Brexit come on the scene. But I heard one brother say, like you, brother, on the radio, the worst place for black people to be right now is in a white man imagination. And I'm looking and I'm saying, that's deep. Because he's not imagining his world with us in it. But we are imagining, or I should say, some of us are imagining ourselves in his world. You know, when I know that this is real, this week hasn't been very, very busy at work. And I was listening to a brother on the Breakfast Club in America, and he was talking about why Minister Farrakhan is the litmus test for black people in America. And I'm there in my lorry and I'm sitting down using their Wi-Fi, listening to the minister, because when I ain't got nothing to do, I ain't going into no office, sitting down with them with their foolish talk. But they called me in the office, we was going over certain things. And then my assistant manager said to me, "Oh, Floyd, I was on YouTube the other day." And I said, yes, and he said this with the office, with everybody. And I'm saying to myself, oh Allah, let us see how this litmus test is going to go. And I'm there and I said, yeah. And he said, you know, I've been watching all these groups on YouTube, but there was one group who was very orderly. So I said, yeah. He said, orderly. So I said, yeah. So he said, and I saw you in your dicky bow. So I said, no, not a dicky bow. You saw me in my bow tie. So he said, oh, can I come to Hyde Park? I said, yeah, Hyde Park is a place where anybody can come. So he said, can I touch you? I said, no, sir. I said, no, sir. So when I'm at Hyde Park, I'm on post protecting my brother who is speaking. So he said to me, why don't you speak? I said, I'm in a classroom, just like the brother behind me is in a classroom. And he said, oh, he's very eloquent in his speech. I say, yeah. And if you see the man who taught him, that we are all in the classroom, and the man who has taught him, who is teaching us, you will think that that man is God. So he said, I want to understand a lot more. I said, well, we have got maybe 100 clips. Go through the clips, which he's supposed to be doing this weekend, because on Monday, there's a couple of things he wants to ask me. I said, feel free. I say, if you listen to the clip, you will notice that brothers speak for an hour, then it's open up for Q&A. Yeah. I said, I'm a member of the Nation of Islam. There's only one way you're going to know about the nation is when you understand and know what we are about. So he, you know, he was looking at me and, oh, I can now understand why you don't sit down in the office with this kind of conversation. I said, no, there's nothing spiritual that's happening in here that I need to lend my time to. I ain't got that time. I need to sit down. I've got to be learning my general orders, because when I get pulled up by Brother David or Brother Clyde, I've got to have my stuff together. And he's like, general orders? I said, yeah. I've got to carry myself in a particular way. There's certain things that I can do and I shouldn't do, and the rest of it, I've got to live it every day. That's what the nation is about. Then the manager jump up. Oh, are you aware that the Jews are the most persecuted people on the face of the earth? And I turned around and I said to him, who persecute them, brother? Please tell me who persecute them. I say, tell me what Africa had to do with it and the Caribbean and the rest of the world. I say, it was European who persecute them. You are the ones that got to look after them, but these are the same people that persecute my people. I say, but you don't know about that. You don't know about their hand in slavery, ordering the ship, and then have us working from can't see sunrise to can't see sunset. But you don't hear us going around every day saying that we are persecuted. I said, how dare them? I said, let me tell you something. I said, those people who call themselves Jews, praises are due to Allah. I said, those are not the true Jews. They are the so-called Jews. I say, if you find out who the true Jew, you are looking at him. You are looking at him. He said, oh, Floyd, you can't say that. I say, when you get to know the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he would take you way back, educate you, and bring you way forward. But when you know what I know, they are the so-called Jews. They are your brothers and sisters from the cave and hillside of Europe. I said, we have never persecuted them. We have never had a hand in it. And when Hitler was doing what he was doing, your government in Britain knew. Your government in America knew. Your government all over the world knew what he was doing, and you turn a blind eye. Right. I say, just like when it comes to black people and slavery, you hate to hear when I say, and I say, write it down, 463 years. I say, and we are still in it. So I know some of you feel that, oh, because we have a manager, we've got a couple of people up in high position that black people are all right. I say, what? Token all right. I say, please tell me what changes they can make to us. I said, please tell me. I say, I'm not one of them. That's why I don't come in the office. I don't do certain things. I come in here, I do my work to make my money to feed my family. But I said, my reality is not reality. It's not. I'm here to do something, give me money at the end of the month, that's it. I said, I've got my own reality. And I said, my own reality, I'm trying to put it in line with the most honorable Elijah Muhammad reality. We got to do something for ourselves. No longer we can sit back as a people and, oh, we're blaming white people for this and blaming white. We need to start blaming us. Ministers send us all over the world to study all these different nations. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, learn from the white man. So we need to learn, because he's been doing some things, but we can't come and do that, what he has done. We have to come and show real love, true love. When somebody say they need help, help them. Help them. We got to go that extra mile. It's not easy, because you know our people are some trifling people. We are just like them Caucasian. When you see all them things are happening, brother, in Parliament, watch some of us. We are just like that. Envious and jealous of one another, and we ain't got nothing. And I'm looking and say, wow, why would you want to deprive your brother who want to learn more, to understand more, to love one another more? You know, it's harder today to reach out to our brothers and sisters. It's really, really hard. We really need to understand what we are going to have to do, dig deep to find that love. I went to that spot, brother, where that 14-year-old brother got murdered. And I said, what could possess someone that you knock him off his bike and then stab him to death? But it was only a couple of years ago, Brother Leo had a similar thing in his family, that the young man got a bullet at the back of his head And I said, look at our people. What are we doing? We are turning in on one another, but it's by design. We are going to have to go out, brothers. And you know, justifiable homicide? We are going to have to go to our people in the byways and let them know, brother, this is bigger than you. I've been working with a couple of groups around the place, brothers, and the first thing they said to me, boy, I don't want nothing to do with no religion, you know. I said, see, that's your problem, brother. You don't want to do with nothing that's going to save your life, because you need to look and understand that somebody has got a hidden hand under the table, that you think that you run this area. I say, if you run this area, brother, which I know you want to do, how come a police can make you move off the area that you kill a brother for? I say, if you won't stop him and question him, why are you doing it to your brother? Why you hate your brother so much when you don't know nothing about him? That young brother, they said that brother came from, I think, Manchester. You heard what happened in Manchester, I think, yesterday? A young man got run over in a hit and run. And I'm looking and I'm saying, look at this. Things are happening all over the world. Whether or not we want to separate, Allah is asking us, forcing us to separate. We need to have our own, protect our own, love and care for our women like we have never done before. It's a different day. It's a different day. The black woman has got to have a ring of fire around her. And I know sisters, praises are due to Allah. I know sisters, I know you're training. And I'm telling you, train. Because you see what happened in McDonald's? I look at my wife, I say, baby? She said, no. You know I would be, I said, no, I don't want you roll, baby. I just want you to do like what that sister do. But connect solid. How dare him? And the brother, I said, you're going around to do what? Instead of you stay there and from the front. He's insulting your sister. He's assaulting your sister. At work, they've got a policy that you're not to fight with anyone. And I said to them, oh, God almighty. Anybody do that to me, you're violating my human rights. I'm not going to be getting in my lorry and phone the company. Oh, there's a man hit me. I need you. No, 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 no. I said, see, once he done that, I'll work for Floyd Muhammad Incorporated. I'm not playing none of that foolishness. I'm going to come and report something to you, so you're going to write him a letter and he's going to say sorry. Sorry is not going to help. I'm going to make sure you don't do that again. When you see the next black man and that creep up in your mind, you remember, uh-oh, don't go there. That's right. 'Cause it's not that day, because a lot of them think that slavery is still in full effect. Some of them, who you think you're talking to? It's you. It's a man speaking to a man. What do you think I should do? I should be running and hiding? I said, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, don't make those kind of men. Right. It's a different day. You're looking at a man that's looking at freedom in the way it should be. So whether you like it or not, you have to deal with it. Not me. So I'm saying, brothers and sisters, it's a new day. Yes, sir. Separation is real. So if you was growing up with them, they were your neighbor, Allah said, separate. Because they are going to, I'm telling you, when you listen to the radio, you hear they're talking about if we don't get this vote, the way how the vote should be, what happened in France is going to happen in this country, and there's going to be a mutiny. And I'm saying, where black people is going to be? Where are we going to be? Are we going to be there fighting for them again? I met a young brother as I closed. He said to me, oh, you know, I'm thinking about going in the army. I said, no, brother, don't go into their army. They're going to be taking you somewhere that you are not ready for. I said, I've got an army for you. That's right. I said, I've got an army of brothers for you. You need to come to that army, because our brothers has fought in the First and Second World War, and we are still at square one. I said, come, we got something for you. Yeah, but you're too black military. I said, too black. I said, you want me to take you to the National Front? They will make you know that you're not black enough. I said, come brother, come on to your own. What are you afraid of? Who gave us this hatred of self? That now today we are afraid to join our own. We think joining somebody else's is going to save us. I said, no brother, they're going to use you. You're going to be in the front line. I say, any one of my boys and them, I tell them from early, you go into the army, I would take you out. You're not going to come back from no army with your limbs missing and then you're walking on the street begging people. The country that sent you to war should be looking after you for the rest of your life. Right. That is your duty to those men and women who went and served for this country. While you're sitting down in luxury thinking that, no. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, see, Salvation Army. This is the real Salvation Army. Let us come and serve our people as I greet you in peace of Assalamu alaikum. Praises are due to Allah.